afternoon and welcome. Welcome indeed to another edition of the Mark Mosley Show podcast. As we're always broadcasting from the Anidjar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Take back control of your life. Call them today. Yes, 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. It's Anidjar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Now, this fine gentleman joining me today, he's getting ready for a big event coming up here this month here on the Space Coast. And if you're a basketball fan, you got to go to it. He is my good friend with the Court Kingz, Mr. Victor Martinez. Victor, how you doing today, buddy?
Hey, Mark. It's good to see you again, man. Thank you so much for having me on your legendary show.
I appreciate that. It's been a couple years since you and me have talked. So
Yes.
yeah, it is. I like you also have the sweatshirt on to let me know it's
Oh, yeah. 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 I need to get you some gear, Mark.
All right. Before we get to the event, tell us about the Court Kingz and what you guys are all about.
Awesome. So, Court Kingz, we are going into our 20th year, Mark. I started when I was 23 years old, and now you can imagine. So I haven't had another job. We're a mobile basketball tour comprised to where we go play on different courts around the world that nobody dreamed that they would reach. So here on stateside, we'll go and play against law enforcement teams, high school teams, or local also street ball teams, and then we donate 50% back to our proceeds back to charity. We keep 50%, and then we with our 15%. Today, the Lord has brought us to 15 countries. Today we've impacted about 2 million students. We have nearly now 1 billion views online. And actually, one of the 1 million of those views, Mark, I think you could remember is when Hot Sauce crossed you over.
Yes,
So get straight to it. You've always been an amazing person for us. That you've been consistent. We grew up listening to your show, and I also admire your heart and passion for staying with the broadcasting and just letting people hear about your stories. So thank you.
When I go into like the Radio Hall of Fame one year, when that happens years from now, not that I'm trying to be modest or anything. So I'll go in, they'll introduce me and they'll say, here's all your contributions. But the number one thing you did for media is getting crossed up by Hot Sauce. That's what it'll be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tell us about the event coming up here on the Space Coast in a couple weekends.
Awesome. Yeah. So we're playing for the fourth time the Enforcers, the Brevard County Sheriff's Office at Heritage High School, June 20th. We're bringing in the legendary Monty Love. He's 4'5", came from us. Now he's like the Michael Jordan of the Harlem Globetrotters, and we have some Jumping Joe, some amazing athletes coming in. Marissa Dove, a female player, coming and actually sit up with the Court Kingz, which is really cool. So we're excited. We've been donating a bunch of free tickets in honor of our new app that we're launching, Feel Social, which is a philanthropy giving app, and Get to Give, and we're trying to see hundreds to hopefully thousands of people that will come out to our event next Saturday. And we have an all-star game, elevation showcase with that's sponsored by Black Brilliance on the Rooftop and Third Consulting Group, and we're they're also our title partners for Court Kingz for the big huge event. So we're super excited for our community partners to come a part of it. But we get to showcase the high schoolers, and then we get to show how we get to beat up on the enforcers.
I have been in contact with the Enforcers. They're getting ready for this. All right, they don't mess. Yeah, Brevard County Sheriff's Office. Those guys are great. They don't mess around. Are you guys going to be beating them? Well, I mean, what's going to happen?
It's always a great game. I mean, Coach Greg Buttrick, a legendary coach, has been a founding coach. Loves law enforcement basketball, and they've won a gold medal. So a lot of people are like, oh, well, they take it really serious. So we take it serious for us. And as Mark, we're not like these other scripted basketball tours. In 2014. We won the ESPN Play of the Year on the Enforcers, and it wasn't scripted. So that it was they called it one of the worst poster slam dunks of all time. But it wasn't scripted. It was just the wrong person was under the rim at the wrong time. So it's just but our heart is for the forgotten courts. Our heart is also to get churches to understand that there's thousands of kids on these basketball courts that are not being reached, and our heart is to also show that the love of Christ is for them. And we love the faith-based community. We love to just see how we can just involve more the Lord in all of our events, Mark. So
That is
yeah,
awesome, dude.
yeah.
How can we get the tickets? Like, can we get at the door beforehand? How can we do that, Victor?
Yeah. So their tickets are at courtkingz.com. You know, like right, and you'll see our dates. It's right there. And if anybody needs assistance, we can we have courtesy of Phil Social where we can we have free tickets available. So I don't want money to be an issue, but remember every dollar goes to support our mission and other mission nonprofits in our community. So
Are you getting out there, Victor, to play?
Yeah, I'm still recovering from an injury, but
Oh,
yeah, so I had a biking accident, but I can't wait to get back there on the floor. But
like
we,
you're just like me. It's the injury of being in your 40s now. Now we have
yeah, no, exactly. So,
to,
yeah, but for me, just to see the next generation get the opportunity to showcase their talents, we've had Mark. Let's talk about it. We've had Obi Toppin. He played for Heritage, and he became an NBA first round draft pick. His father played for us for 5 years, and then Obi was part of those events. So we've had amazing talent that actually came from Court Kingz. We've had 11 players go to the Harlem Globetrotters. We've had players go sign six-figure contracts in China. So it's a lot of these kids are actually from Brevard.
tell us about the documentary you guys are working on then.
Huge documentary. So we our documentary is about 20 years of us. My brother Simon, who you probably have interviewed, he passed away from COVID. So it was, two brothers that, went around the world, and we impacted, different parts of the world. And a lot of people don't know this because I was always afraid to speak about it, Mark, but I've led now 7 national tours in the country of Venezuela. So we've played in prisons, we've played in remote basketball courts, gang infested, mafia ran neighborhoods, and we've shared a love of Christ on these forgotten courts in Venezuela. We've impacted now alone in the country of Venezuela nearly 800,000 people. And then we filmed it, we recorded it, and we showed how we brought Americans into these locked remote countries, and we could be the light of the world, and we could show that we're good people. We're not the bully of the world, but we are the of course we're the superpower of basketball, but we want to show how we could how basketball and transcends borders, and we could create peace in these neighborhoods. So a lot of our documentaries about how we've gone into different basketball courts here in the United States, and how we work with Phil Social and in our philanthropy efforts and repainting basketball courts. We repainted Booker T. Washington Court in Ugallie, Melbourne area for the city of Melbourne. So it's not for us. It's never really been more about basketball. It's been about how we can go and be the impact, and then share with young leaders that I was at 23 years old to learn how they could be the impact. So
Look,
yeah.
sorry for the loss of your brother. I just want to
Oh man. Oh,
he was.
thank you, Mark.
Is there okay, like you said, you've been to all these different places. Was there a moment where you were somewhere like, I can't believe we're here. I can't believe this is happening?
All right. Well, I'll say you'll hear it from me, Mark, because I love you, man, and you've been good. But I've actually brought 13 Americans into Trinidad Aragua prison in Venezuela. Aragua, an Aragua state gang infested prison where my life could have ended right there.
Yeah.
I could have been locked up. I could have been uh, kidnapped, or whatever. And I went into this prison, and I was able to open up John 3:16 and really show the love of Christ to inmates. And I just I'm telling you, Mark, I was down there when the United States Embassy closed in Venezuela. So if anything happened, there was no embassy for me to even go. Like I couldn't call anybody.
No.
So really, like and then there's other times when I was in China during all the mudslides, and we got stuck underneath a basketball a recreation center on an outdoor court. We were out there for 2 days with the team, and we couldn't leave that court in China because of all the mudslides.
That is
You know,
crazy.
yeah.
You just think a basketball, a round ball, is taking you to all these places. Isn't that crazy, dude?
No, I appreciate it, Mark. And it might have started with also if you're with hot sauce crossing you over, man. And then those because digital content went viral for us because we never paid for the advertising, and all of a sudden we're posting a clip and it gets 1 million, 2, 3, 4 million views, and then sometimes it's like, oh well, we don't want to give you guys $1 million check because you guys rep or talk about Jesus, but I'm not going to take Jesus Christ out of our message because we live in the land of the free, and who's going to support us is going to come and support us, and I've just been stay true to our values, but we also, with our love for Christ, we've also been able to go to Malaysia. We've been able to go to Muslim countries and respect their values without mentioning the Lord, but we were still able to shake hands and still build relationships through the game.
That is
Yeah.
really cool. All right, before I let you go,
Yeah.
okay, so the event, I'll let you do it one more time. When is the event? Where? How can we get tickets coming up?
Okay, please go to courtkingz.com and or they can get tickets at the door. There's plenty. The gym at Heritage High School in Palm Bay, Florida seats an incredible amount. The game starts at, I would get there early. The high school game starts around 5 p.m. Big game starts at, of course, 7 p.m. on Saturday, June 20th. Mark.
That is awesome. I will link everything on when
Thank you, Mark.
all of it will be there. And when you see Greg, right? You do Greg Buttrick, who's a great dude.
Love him.
If you need to talk trash, just start making fun of his Dallas Cowboys. All right, just get in his head.
Oh man, yeah, no, I love Dallas. Emmett Smith back in the day, but no, Greg's a driving force of our community, and love him so much. Thank you for Best Private Investigations of also becoming a sponsor. And shout out to the Brevard County Sheriff's Office for helping us with this game. So
you're absolutely right, Victor Martinez. Thanks for coming on. I know you're busy, and good luck.
No. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate your time, Mark. Thank you so much, sir.